Is 3,000 streams worth $126.97? What's up, geniuses? My name is Adriel Vera, and welcome back to the Road to 100,000 Subscribers, the series where I document my journey from 8,000 to 100,000 subscribers. We are currently at 12,800. Woohoo! So something that's starting to come up more frequently in this series is Facebook ads. Like I said, I like to document everything that I do. I'm a musician, an artist, and one thing that I started dabbling in is Facebook ads for my music. I made a campaign for my last single, What Can You Say About Me? And in the past couple of weeks, I made a new campaign for my latest EP, Nostalgia Hits, specifically bringing people to one song on there called Queen Beetle. I asked some friends and family which song out of the EP they liked the most, and Queen Beetle was voted the best. So Queen Beetle was the one I used for my ad campaigns. Now, you've heard from the beginning, I've spent $126.97 on these ads. My plan is to spend $150, so we're not done with this campaign yet. However, the results, like you heard, is 3,000 streams for Queen Beetle. Is this worth $126, almost $127? Now, first things first, I want to say that all the information that I'm going to be giving you today is all free information. So please, if you could, support me through Patreon. YouTube is an amazing platform. However, when it comes to being paid, it's a little finicky. You could be doing really good one day and then not doing so great the next. So please feel free to support me through Patreon down below. You get exclusive bonuses, one of which being your name on a plaque that's gonna hang up in my studio that I am currently working on right now. That project is going really well. I'm having a lot of fun doing it, so please consider supporting. But anyway, let me explain what's going on with these ads. So as you can see, here is our Facebook ad manager. We currently have a daily budget of $8 because that's as low as Facebook's gonna let me go for some reason. It used to be $15, did that for 3 days, $10 for 3 days, and then the rest has only been $8. And originally the plan was to have the campaign budget go up to $100. However, these ads were doing so well that I just wanted to keep going, so I put it to $150. Hence the reason why we spent $126.97. And we are still planning on going. So if you remember from my What Can You Say About Me campaign, I spent $100.19 and got 316 conversions. Conversions are basically the people that click through your ad to actually listen to the song on Spotify. I've got 1,144 link clicks and only 316 conversions. So that means out of the 1,144 people that clicked the link, 316 actually listened to the song on Spotify. Now, between the time of this campaign and my Queen Beetle campaign, I learned a lot of stuff because, as you can see, my results have basically quadrupled. Obviously, I spent a little bit more money, but by the time that I spent $100 on my Queen Beetle campaign, I already had so many more results. I think I already had like 1,000 conversions at that point, which obviously is so much better than my last campaign. So what did I do differently this time? Well, one thing that I decided to do with my ads is I put lyrics on the ads. So it wasn't just an animation of the cover art. There were some lyrics that people could read so they knew what the song was about. How much of a difference did the lyrics make for people watching the ad? I honestly have no idea. There's no way I can track that. But the major thing that gave me a lower cost per result is putting it on more than one place. So back with the What Can You Say About Me campaign, I put this campaign only on Facebook and Instagram stories. So you would see the ad when you're on your stories. However, for this latest Queen Beetle campaign, I decided to do Facebook stories, Instagram feeds, Facebook feeds, explore, basically try to get it to as many places as I possibly could. I didn't put it in Facebook Marketplace. I didn't put it in Facebook videos, but I ended up getting such better results than last time. As you can see, my cost per result for my What Can You Say About Me campaign was 32 cents. My Queen Beetle campaign is only 9 cents. That's a crazy difference. So that makes me wonder if I made ads for every single place that I could put it in. So ads for feeds, stories, but also the Facebook Marketplace and videos. Would it bring my cost per result down even more? That's something I want to test out. I probably will do it with my next campaign. However, these are super great results and I'm really happy with it. But what exactly does that mean for my music in general? So here is my Google Sheets. I took this straight from Andrew Southworth. Tracking my data in Google Sheets. It's a really great idea and I definitely recommend that you guys do it too. Somebody asked in my last ad video if they could get a download for this Google Sheets, so I'll leave a file in the description of the video. Feel free to go download it, and if I ever end up updating it, I'll make sure to let you know in future videos. However, as you can see here, what I got going on is stats specifically for my song Queen Beetle that I've been running ads for the whole time. When I first started this campaign, you can see back here, ad start, it was September 25th, so literally right when the EP released, ads were going. The first day, I got 104 streams and 44 listeners and 0 saves. It's been 12 days, so about 2 weeks since the EP released. Queen Beetle currently has 3,425 streams, 828 saves, so a total save rate of 198%. Obviously, that doesn't make any sense. How do you have more saves than listeners? Each listener has to save in order for you to get a save. There's obviously some sort of delay on Spotify's part. I probably should have gotten some saves the first day, but Spotify didn't log that. I don't know specifically why. All these stats that I'm writing here, I'm getting straight from Spotify so that I can track how this song is doing over time, because Spotify doesn't give you super detailed stats like this. Not exactly sure why there's a delay in the saves, but the save rate in general is super good, delay or not. Even though this 100% save rate is probably an overestimation, the actual save rate is probably still going to be something really high. I'm willing to bet that the actual save rate is above 50%, which I'll explain why that is super important in a second. As you can see, when we first released the song, we were on 4 playlists, and we are now on 145 different playlists. These are all user created playlists. And since we started, we had 495 followers, and now we're at 542. So almost another 50 followers gained. So all this data is super crazy data. It's amazing data actually. And the reason why it is so good is because it shows Spotify that this song is super engaging. A lot of people are saving the song. A lot of people are adding this song to their playlists. A lot of people are listening over and over again. As you can see, we currently have a 4.18 repeat rate. So that means each person has listened to the song at least 4 times on average, which is really good. It shows Spotify that this is a good quality song. Like I said, we spent $126, gotten around 3,425 streams. Is 3,000 streams worth that amount of money? I definitely would say yes. Because this data is super good, it shows Spotify that those 3,000 streams are legit, super engaging streams, which also means that this must be a really engaging song. Spotify wants to keep more and more people on their platform so that they can make more and more money. Any sort of company would want to do that. So obviously, they're gonna want to show their users the best songs that they possibly can that are curated to their taste, of course. So if you have a song like this that is performing really well with a specific type of group of people, which is why we run ads to find those people that really engage with this song, then Spotify will see all that data and be like, hey, maybe this song should be heard by other people. So in their algorithm, they'll start pushing it to people that are similar to the people that are listening to that song right now. And eventually you'll be gaining more and more streams, more and more listeners, and might even get on Spotify editorial playlists, which will increase your streams even more, your listeners even more. And who knows? $100 might get you an 100,000 stream song. So when you spend $100 in ads for 3,000 streams, it's not because you are trying to gain a whole bunch of streams from one single ad. The main goal is to play the long term and send really good, high quality people that will really engage with your song so that they'll continually come back, become a fan of you, show their friends, share it to other people, and it's all a snowball effect. You'll eventually get more and more people listening. The algorithm will pick it up and snowball it even more. Next thing you know, boom, 1 million listeners. Of course, this is all hypothetical, but results show a lot of promise. Now, another thing I want to mention is that streams isn't the only benefit of running these ads. Spending that $126, as you can see, gained me another almost 50 followers on Spotify. Those 50 people that are now following me will get my music right away when it releases because of Release Radar. If you don't know, Release Radar is an automatically curated playlist by Spotify that'll show your followers your new music when it comes out. So that means you got some dedicated people that are here to listen to your new music when it comes out, which means more streams, more engagement, and overall looks better for the algorithm. Another thing is that I've gotten more and more followers on Instagram and on Facebook. I don't even use my Facebook page, but I've gotten so many more followers on there. Last time I checked, it was like 29 followers, and I had like 2 when I started these ads, so it's been growing. This is for Facebook specifically. You know what? Let me check it right now. Nope. 34 followers. So I've gained like 32 followers through these ads on Facebook specifically, but on Instagram, it's a whole nother story. Before starting ads, I had like 1,370 followers, but now I am at the 1,420 mark. We're gradually gaining more and more followers because of these ads. And like I said, these are dedicated people. They like your music for a reason, which is why they decided to follow. So you're building your fan base and you're building dedicated listeners. Another thing too is that since these people like this song, they're gonna be curious on what else I have. I mentioned that this was part of an EP. The EP is called Nostalgia Hits. Queen Beetle is the second song on Nostalgia Hits. The first song on the EP Nostalgia Hits is Nostalgia Hits. And having a good song like this is gonna get people more and more interested. I haven't been tracking the analytics for the other songs on this EP, but you can see Nostalgia Hits already has 925 streams, probably will hit 1,000 tomorrow or the next day. And the other two songs on the EP, August Fugue and Beautiful Sunrise, are doing really good too. Obviously, the streams aren't anywhere near Queen Beetle, but the streams are doing a lot better than they would have if I hadn't been running ads at all. And this is all just a side effect of the Queen Beetle campaign. I didn't tell people to go listen to Nostalgia Hits. I didn't tell people to go listen to Beautiful Sunrise. I didn't tell people to go listen to August Fugue. They just did it by themselves, and it's resulted in even more streams, more playlists to be added on. And the funny thing is, Nostalgia Hits got on Release Radar, and Queen Beetle was the one that I pitched. Whenever you pitch a song to Spotify, that song's gonna be on people's release radars. I pitched Queen Beetle. Nostalgia Hits still ended up getting on release radars because it was doing so well. So that's super dope. And like I said, these are all just side effects of running the ad for Queen Beetle. Now, why did I decide to run an ad campaign for specifically only Queen Beetle? Why didn't I just run an ad campaign for the whole EP? It's because you want to give people direction. If I were to run an ad telling people to listen to the entire EP, you are giving people too many options to choose from. And as crazy as it sounds, it's overwhelming, even if it's just a minor amount. Nobody wants to do extra work that they don't have to. And if you're giving them options, it's too much thinking. I'm not saying that the people that are receiving these ads are dumb. These are real people, but you want to make it easy for them. You have no idea how much of a difference it makes for people. So, like I said, Queen Beetle has 3,000 streams. It's showing really promising results. It hasn't been on any algorithmic playlist yet, but I'm willing to bet in the next couple of weeks it will be put on release radars and Discover Weeklies. Spotify will show your songs in multiple playlists, but playlists aren't the only thing that your songs can be heard in. After somebody's done listening to a song or playlist or an album, Spotify will show them new songs through the algorithm, so you can end up getting a lot of streams just through that too. For example, my song Duct Tape, which has 9,760 streams, has gotten 17% of its streams in the last 28 days through the algorithm. I have never ran ads for that song, but it's just performed so well that it's been pushed to more and more people. So you want to make sure that you're making good quality music, getting that good quality data so that Spotify will push it to more and more people. You don't need to run ads to get that, but you need to build that dedicated fan base. Ads makes it a little bit easier. However, I would also recommend growing organically too, because growing organically can help a lot. And that's how I got Duct Tape to that point. But in the end, is $126.97 worth spending to get 3,000 streams? Yes, I definitely think so, because it's going to benefit you more in the long run. If you're really trying to be a musician and you want to do this for the rest of your life, this is something that you're really striving for. You want to make your dreams come true. You want to be playing the long term, because that's how you're going to be lasting in this game. Spending this money for this amount of streams and these results, I think is worth it. But obviously, you don't want to just be putting in money that you can't spend. Only spend the money if you can. I'm lucky enough to be living at my dad's house. I don't have to pay rent. I'm making money through what I'm doing through YouTube. I'm not making anything crazy. Don't think that I'm super rich, please, but I'm making enough to be able to spend this $100 and not worry if it fails or not. So make sure you're in the right financial situation to be spending money on these ads. I've been making music ever since 2016, so for the longest time I did not have the money to spend on ads, but now it's 2020. I finally make a good amount for myself every month, so I can finally reinvest that money into what I do. At the beginning, I grew myself organically, built up an income through organic traffic, and I know for a fact that you can too. So keep grinding, make super dope music, but most importantly, don't be afraid to show your genius.